Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new weekly close here live on YouTube as every Sunday 9 p.m. Amsterdam time. Welcome. You can see if you take a look at the 24-hour, what is down? What is down? Bitcoin is up, Ethereum is up, XRP is up, double digits even, by the way. Dogecoin is up, Cardano is up. The first token that is down in the top 20 is Avalanche. Then we also have Unisat Leo, also an exchange token. And then we have Cronos being minus 3%. So it is really an exception really to the rule today. Most of the tokens are up, but today we do see a bit of downward momentum for CRO. And why is CRO a little bit down? Well, of course, still because of the pump that we had, but also because of the review date for the not the SEC. Yeah, actually for the SEC. So the blue chip ETF is almost due for that review moment. So do we get another extension, or do we get anything else, maybe even rejection for the blue chip ETF request by Trump Media? That blue chip ETF is important because also we do have the 5% of CRO inclusion. But next to that review date coming up, and we still haven't heard anything. So typically, it's not the best if you don't hear like a true exception really of the ETF. So we have to wait and see, of course. But also, there's a big amount of CRO being unlocked very soon. And I mean unlocked as in community people, community validators are removing their stake. And therefore, in theory, they're now liquid to sell. The fun thing though about this is that typically once they become liquid, they don't really sell. It makes no sense. You've been staking for multiple years. Why would you sell CRO at such a low level? CRO is still at, what is it? 25 cents. Guys, I'm not streaming for 4 years now, or making content for 4 years because I want to sell CRO at 25 cents, or because I want to sell at 39 cents. Some people are like really proud they sold at 39 cents. They might have sold a local top, but in my personal opinion, no financial advice, this ain't the cycle peak. Welcome, guys. I see teal, pink teal. I don't think I'm holistically prepared for $2. I'm not strong enough. You, sir, you need to get some more hopium in that system. Watch some more videos of mine. Now, of course, you guys always do your own research, and the same here for teal, pink, teal. If you don't think $2 is realistic, that's fine. Take profit earlier. Take profit earlier. Hey, Devin, welcome. Honest thoughts about the 20% lockup. Is that one also ending soon? That one started in November, right? The 20% lockup. So that one isn't yet due, I think, for the unlocks. I believe so. Oh, John, welcome. John had a birthday. Happy birthday, sir. Good to see you, sir. I see John Lionbeat as well. Welcome, sir. Good coverage, thanks. The way you say crow sounds like a zero. I thought it was called crow, but each your own. CRO, zero. you can do both. It's Cronos. Ticker CRO, like BTC. BTC, Bitcoin. It's, yeah, what you mentioned, each their own. Good to have you, sir. Good to have you. Alexandru, hello, hello, hello. Overall take on the markets, guys, it has basically been very silent. Like, nothing truly happened this week. Let's go to the daily chart here because, yeah, today we're down minus 3%, but I think that's nothing. In the bigger picture, minus 3% is absolutely freaking nothing. What is important, though, there are some things I want to mention. So you can see, I have to draw a bit of a line here. We had a close here, another close here, another close here, another close here, another close here. If we pump today another 3%, like a small pump that brings us back to the same line, we have been doing nothing for 7 days. Nothing for 7 days. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So we might continue that, guys. Like, it wouldn't be that strange if today we pump like 1 cent. If you go up 1 cent, we're back to this line. Nothing happened. We still have about, what is it? 4 more hours left before we have the daily close. And we also have the weekly close. The weekly close still looks quite good in my opinion. Another close above 20 cents. Looking at the monthly candle also, guys, September is off to a rough start. September so far is down minus 14%. So wake me up when September ends, some say. I'm mainly looking forward to that rate cut. 10 more days. 10 more days before we get absolute clarity about that potential rate cut. Martino, goed uit de markt al. Proost. Of smakelijk. Let's see, let's see. Okay, so guys, 10 more days. Regarding the cycle, I still believe, guys, the cycle is going to end. So I keep repeating that just to make sure you guys are prepared for eventual scenario that the market might be cooling down starting in Q4. I just want to have you guys prepared. I don't know for sure if it will happen, but it may happen. It may happen. So what we see here is the cycle, the time of the cycle chart. Bitcoin all-time high, about 4 more weeks, or 5 more weeks from this point onward. Halfway through October. That might be happening. I quickly also want to take a look at the hourly chart because I was seeing something incredibly bullish for Bitcoin. I was seeing something incredibly bullish, and it can still be very, very bullish for Bitcoin. So what we see here is Bitcoin on the hourly chart, and we do see a big retracement here. It went down from about 113 all the way to 107 for Bitcoin specifically. Then Bitcoin went up again, all the way back up to 113. I was thinking this would have been the perfect cup and handle pattern. So cup and handle is a really bullish pattern, but some might make the argument that this wasn't like perfectly aligned with the double top. So what might be happening instead is that we have now another attempt at a double top here. This might be the true cup and handle pattern that we're looking for. So if we see another attempt at 113 for Bitcoin, let's remove this one here. That might be absolutely perfect for the setup we need to blast towards a new all-time high potentially for Bitcoin. And I'm saying that mainly because if you take a look again at the daily time frame here for Bitcoin. Oh, what just happened there? The daily time frame for Bitcoin looks just so good to me. So what we have here is we have a line, a trend line. The trend line is pointing downward. And this candle here, this red wick you can see down below, is a very clear indicator of us trying to test this trend line again, but shooting up again. So potentially a reversal of this trend. And so far, I think it's still playing out. Of course, guys, we can't just keep going up. So sometimes we go down a little, or maybe a little sideways. But as long as we continue the reversal of the trend, like it can be more like this right as well. But as long as we slowly recover, like today is up 77 or 0.77% for Bitcoin. That's fine. It's weekend. Typically not that much trading in the weekend. Typically, at least. Welcome, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, strap in. Bearish daily MACD with a cross, so it should be should go to the daily bull market support band. That's what I'm watching. Well, the thing is, of course, guys, I also saw what you posted on XGen. Wow, it's a bit double. I'm still waiting for the daily close. You can't make any. What do you see here? Let me bring up the MACD quickly for anyone to see what's happening here. So what Mr. XGen is saying is he saw this happening here. This big red thing below. It isn't that big in actuality. But you can see it might be a trend reversal. You can see that those two lines here are crossing. Well, the day is not over yet. So what could potentially happen here is also that the day is going to end in the green again at about 2660. So we have to wait really for a daily close. And then, of course, the question is, how will it continue? We also had a very minor dip here. I can show you beginning of August. Here. Very minor dip. But the minute we saw this red candle popping up, like the big pain was already over. So here we were trading at 12 cents. And you can see down below the MACD was red. It's very small, guys, so peel those eyes. On the next day, though, it was still a red MACD, but we started the recovery again. So it really depends, guys, if this trend is going to continue, yes or no. It really depends. But always watch for those daily closes. And also watch the weekly closes. That's why we do this every week. Welcome, though, XGen. Welcome. I see Johnny. Oh, by the way, I just asked the question in the chat as well. So if you're watching live, guys, don't forget to fill the poll. The question is, do you expect 30 cents next week or 21 cents, basically? So far, if you take a look at the poll results, It's really mixed. It is really mixed. About 50% says 21 cents. About 50% says 30 cents. So it's 50-50. Some bulls, some bears. I personally, by the way, don't... If we're going to see a retracement, I think the next target to look at is this blue line here at about 32 cents or 23 cents. The previous high of November. That will be a very interesting line to see. About 23 cents. If we see any further continuation to the downside. But so far, I'm still looking for more upside first. Let's see how the day will close, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Mr. Doctor 223. See what incentives CRO always gives when it reached its top for now. They dangled a carrot for 20% lockup for a year. This is a third time in a row. What was thoughts on this tactic, Coin Baron? I have to take a look at when it exactly occurred, Mr. Ripper. I don't think necessarily it's a bad practice, because if you did the yearly lockup like last year in November, it wouldn't be that bad. Like November, you would be in profit now. Even if you locked up at the exact peak here at 23 cents, you would still be in profit. So I don't really think it's a tactic. It's more part of the hype, giving 20% the potential. Maybe there is something to watch. Like if they do a 20% earn potential thing, expect something crazy to come up. I don't know. Of course, the 20% earn was announced before this crazy pump. Tomorrow, by the way, we're going to talk about some other things. I want to give you a quick sneak peek already, though, because this news, guys, is just way too big. It is way too big. Trump Media closes deal to buy 684 million CRO tokens. This is separate from CRO strategy. This is separate from CRO strategy. And also, I'm going to talk in more detail about this tomorrow, so stay tuned. Hit the like button, subscribe. Tomorrow, MCGA goes live on the Nasdaq. Tomorrow. Are you prepared for that, guys? Make Cronos great again. It is approved, I think, now by the Nasdaq to go live tomorrow. Trading first trading, and I will be watching. I will definitely be watching if you see any big moves. So far, I think the company, like the actual Yorkville Acquisition Corp, is severely undervalued. So maybe we'll see some changes tomorrow already. We'll see though. MCGA, make Cronos great again. Last chance before we take off, potentially. But I want to see this daily close today. Unfortunately, so far, it ain't a bullish close. If you close like this, it isn't the best one. It would be the worst in about a week time. But let's see. Sometimes we have some crazy changes. Like we can go up easily 3% in 1 hour. But so far, the hourly candles have been going down today. Let's see though. This is the line in the sand we need to hold. We should start talking about $2 and not always about the little one, even the $1 target. I think $1 is like, it's bearish, true. It's a very low value, but it's easy to talk about. Will the cut trigger an altcoin season, Coin Baron? Welcome, sir. Welcome, Samurai. Yeah, that's the question, of course. I think it can. I think the market is waiting for clarity. Like, clarity is the most important thing, guys, for the stock market, for crypto. We thrive on clarity. We thrive on clarity. So far, we've only got some dovish words. Dovish words. Some good data to back up a potential cut. But I think once we get that true clarity, the first time what we see Jerome Powell saying, well, we're going to cut. I think it might be the start signal, but it also might be a sell the news event. I don't think so, because You might say buy the rumor. This is not a rumor. The rumor for a potential rate cut, but I don't think it will be like that because we have so little clarity over the years. How long? How long? It might be 10 more days, Devin, because of this rate cut, because we need that clarity. I think we also are waiting still on the inflation data. It might be that inflation data might be the thing that gives us enough firepower to start blasting through the current levels. It's mainly Bitcoin. It's mainly Bitcoin we should be watching now. And Bitcoin is doing, again, good stuff. Like I mentioned before, Bitcoin has changed its trend. When it is going above this level here, I'm becoming incredibly bullish again. I like the setup. It's so similar, guys, to what we have had earlier. It is so similar. You can see one bounce, second bounce, and then we go up again. So one bounce, the second bounce here on the strand line, and we might go up. It might be like that once more. Like that easy, that simple. The question, of course, that will remain always is if Bitcoin is making a good jump, what will that mean with Bitcoin dominance? So far, Bitcoin dominance had quite a bullish week for Bitcoin, and not necessarily for altcoins, even though altcoins did not all that bad. Didn't do all that bad, guys. For some reason, it keeps bringing up the MACD here. So today, we're going to see probably another green weekly close here for the MACD, but overall, the trend is still very clear. The last time we also had 2 weeks of green and a further dump. I think it's the perfect example of a bit of a reverse flag. A bit of a reverse flag, guys. So something like this might keep occurring like that until at some point we'll make a bounce. That is my expectation really for an altcoin season. But this is so far the perfect setup. I disagree with people like Benjamin Cowen. They do say ETH is going to retrace all the way down to 3,500. I don't think so. It makes no sense. Like with the fundamentals being that we're gonna have that rate cut. Like risk assets should perform well. It should. David has his exit plan. He will be selling 50,000 coins after it hits about $1.25. Guys, think about this. When is your sell target? And at what point? And what amount as well? Gotta wait. I think that's the thing, Witnessed. I think you're exactly right there. You gotta wait for the clarity. We have been guessing like all cycle long. We have made a lot of mistakes with that guess game here. So we can now say 90%, but you can see it changes so quickly. It changes so quickly. It was unfortunate though. So I was watching this. We got the job data. I think it was on Friday. Might have been on Thursday. I'm not entirely sure there. And we tried to break through this. You can see 113.5 at some point for Bitcoin. That was crazy good. Also, CRO, I think, went back to 28 cents. Like, CRO and Bitcoin still, guys, have a big correlation. Do you believe in doing 20% sell-offs at different price points during pumps to withdraw initial investments? Like, for 50k, as it climbs to $1, you sell at like 4, 5, 6. It's not my strategy. It is definitely not my strategy, Mr. Devon. But I think it's not necessarily bad. Definitely not bad. I like, personally, I think we've been talking about this all bear market along. I think for CRO necessarily, like, it makes sense to sell at points where it's no longer undervalued. So let's say at $1, it is no longer undervalued in your eyes. Well, you can sell a bit, maybe 10% then, but it's not my preferred strategy, what you just mentioned here, by selling every 10 cents. What if it goes to like 99 cents and not $1? Of course, you will have sold at like 80 and 90 cents. I prefer to take a look at like typical support and resistance levels. Like, what I do expect here, guys, is that we will have some struggles, I think, at the daily close. The highest daily close we have had so far. That will be, what is it exactly? Like 88 cents. just below 90. That will be a bit of struggle. And maybe already a bit lower as well. I think the biggest resistance might be exactly about at 60, 76 here. You can see it tried to break up again, but it couldn't. So about 76. And also we do have Fibonacci levels. We do have Fibonacci levels as well for CRO. Oh, this is the wrong one. So you can use Fibonacci levels as well to determine sell points. I think the approach with the 10 cent is just a bit too simple. Yeah, so we got here a level at about 75. We got one at 60. We got one at 49. So if you make those approaches, I would say determine those based on potentially Fibonacci levels. But again, this is no financial advice. The thing though, which I do like about the simple approach there is that you can make a very simple strategy for yourself and keep yourself to it as well. Hey, Mr. Colin. WG. Every day just saying random things. What do you mean, sir? The altcoin season indicator is currently at 65. That's actually quite good, sir. So we're getting there. I think, honestly, like, the Bitcoin dominance index is very clearly pointed towards something good coming to not only CRO, but also different altcoins. Can you give us a bit more hopium? Sure. So I wanna make very clear, guys, that we are really, I would say, a tipping point. Like, we have crossed the highest level so far of 2025, the highest level also of 2024, the highest level of 2023, the highest level of 2022, give or take, like since I think April of 2022. Things so far, guys, are blasting to the previous support and resistance levels at about 20 cents. And why is that? Well, we now have Trump. We have Trump media literally buying with cash and with stock, CRO at 15 cents. Now, Trump media honestly has incentive also to help grow the CRO token. If CRO grows, their balance sheet will grow. So we have now some backing by Trump media. We still have backing by one of the quickest, fastest growing exchanges worldwide, Crypto.com. They have their own arena. They sponsor the Champions League. They sponsor Formula One. They are one of the best well-known brands worldwide. Honestly, I think I asked a nephew of mine recently, do you know this logo? Do you know this logo with the lion? Just a logo. You have many of these brand games like, hey, this is the Nike logo. This is the Thing logo. Hey, Adidas. We have... I don't know, Apple. Everyone knows Apple, of course. I think a few years ago, Crypto.com logo was one of those vague ones. But I think nowadays, Crypto.com is actually getting quite some brand awareness. And also, I made a tweet about this, and I will show you quickly this again. How quickly the Crypto.com exchange is growing based on popularity in the App Store. Let me quickly bring you up to speed here. Here we go. Crypto.com is the #1 app in the Play Store in the Netherlands. The #1 crypto app. It is also number 15 in the category finance. You can see we have some gold app here. We have a Dutch bank. We have another digital bank, but Crypto.com is bigger. The biggest crypto app in category finance in the Netherlands. I've asked some people. So in Spain, it's number 7. In Spain, it's the number 7 finance app, biggest crypto app as well. It's number 40 in Denmark, but it's number 1 in crypto. Binance is 53. So in Europe, guys, it's growing quickly because they know how to market. They know how to grow. And I also want to say this. One of the things I hated the most about Crypto.com is also why I still recommend to use the exchange. If you want to make trades, use the exchange. Always use the exchange. Lowest fees, lowest fees, or lowest amount of spread, I should say. Because the thing about crypto.com is the app, the blue app, they do have quite a bit of hidden fees with the spread, I would say. If you buy Bitcoin now, on an exchange, you would pay $113,000 or $111,000 for one Bitcoin. If you open the blue app, I think you'll pay 112 or 113 based on the hidden spread or the fees. So what I'm going to do, at least that's their promise, starting in October, I think they want to reduce the spread a little bit and actually make things very clear. So this is the fee you're paying for crypto.com. This is the fee and this might be the spread. So more clarity, less, secrets, I would say, regarding how much exactly you are paying. And also that will make, that will end the whole debate, crypto.com is a scam. They're asking way too much for their crypto purchases. And the good thing as well, if you use Level Up, so if you get one of these, oh no. Okay, there we go. No more crypto cards for me, sir. If you have the Level Up active, you have 0 trading fees. 0 trading fees on the app as well. So if they can reduce the spreads, if they have a great membership platform with the subscription fees as well, I think honestly, Crypto.com will be a very competitive player in the market going forward. And also still, the exchange is good as well. Check out, guys, the subscription model, by the way. Level Up is getting quite good. Level Up is getting quite good, honestly. That was my crypto card. Yeah, honestly, I love the color still. Still also the biggest crypto card provider worldwide. Wake me up when September ends. I'm just playing it well. I'm just playing with NFTs while waiting for alt season. What kind of NFTs are you hoarding, Mr. Damo? Thank you, by the way, Damo, for 1 more month as a member here on the channel. Thank you so much, all the support. Doesn't matter if your account runs out 1 month. To me, I still remember you have been here for a long time. I think also this badge is the color is multiple months. Don't you think with how CRO's slowly dumping? Let me quickly bring up. How's CRO's slowly dumping and everyone's expecting a peak soon? It's just bearish because the market never does what people want. But isn't that exactly what you're saying here? Everyone is seeing it go down. So instead it should be going up soon. Like, take a look again at here, the people. Okay, currently 60% is saying 30%. 30% here for CRO. 30 cents. 61% is saying 30 cents soon. Hey, Oscar, welcome, by the way. We got 139 votes, 141 votes now, saying 30 cents is the highest probability. But still, we got 40% saying we will be going to 21 cents. Like, again, I've given you the fundamental teasers. I think because of rate cuts, because of Crypto.com doing crazy marketing for Crypto.com, because Bitcoin is still setting up for a crazy reversal as well. We have seen this bounce. We have seen here this bounce as well. Waiting for some breakthrough moments of Bitcoin. Maybe also of Ethereum. I want to see Ethereum above 5,000. And then $1 CRO's FUD. $2 sounds juicy. It does, I thought it needs a SEC approval. So I've read the article by the official NASDAQ release, the press release by NASDAQ. I can't find it right now, but you can look for it, Mr. Nature's King. So MCGA, Make Cronos Great Again, will be trading tomorrow, NASDAQ, when it opens. I can't forgive myself for not buying Bitcoin for 3,600. Uy. That was back all the way in 2021. Who do you have here, Yolanda? Get that CRO. I've been thinking about it as well. So if you bought CRO at 5 cents, that's basically the same as if you bought Bitcoin at about like 20k. Both have done about a 5x from this point onward. So did it really matter if you bought Bitcoin or CRO? I don't think so. David is thinking about a potential $15 CRO. Not this cycle, sir. At least I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't see $15 here on my rainbow chart anytime soon. Then we should be thinking about, you know, 2030 onwards. Reza saying wait till $2. My plan changed because I was like 1 cent away from my take profit. Yeah, because I thought we would retrace after 40 and would be buying in again. So now I adapt. How did you adapt, sir? Hey, Ollie, welcome. If you want to sell at $1, then don't wait for $1. Sell about like 90 plus cents. Think about the order books, guys. Always front run people a little bit. I actually kind of like the fact that we're dipping, going into the rate cut. I think so too, sir. I also want to give you quickly an example of a different token, like the OKX token, the OKB token. Let me bring it up quickly, guys. So Ethereum is doing quite good. But the OKB token, OKB, by the OKX exchange, had a crazy pump. Had a crazy pump. Not that long ago. Went from about 47 all the way to 151. Then it retraced. And it took a few days before it started with another leg up. Then it went to 252. So everyone probably thought in here like, hey, I missed it. I missed the potential to sell the top. So maybe, I'm just thinking out loud here. Some people, when it went back to 150, they sold. Thinking, I'm selling the double top now. But it kept climbing and climbing and climbing again. And it went to 250. The question, of course, now is, again, it's moving up again. So I think even OKB might be getting ready for a third leg up. Even though it took how many more days? Like, this was also about like 12 days going down. 12 days going down. Now it's up again. Going up again, like 20%. Let me bring up the CRO chart again. So how many days are we going down now? Just a few days. Not that many days. It has been only since the 28th of August. It's been maybe 10 days of going down. We're down like 40%-ish, maybe. A bit more. A bit more than 40%. So if you go down like 12 days, like maybe Tuesday, reversal day, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be a bit more painful. Like, that's the thing, guys. Of course, it can happen. Like, if we might see here the retest of the 23 cents here, the previous peak, could happen. Like, but will it be long? I don't think so. I don't think so. Samurai is using the selling step-by-step method. Many things as always, Coin Baron. You answer questions and keep the community tight. We talk about CRO hitting all-time high, but soon you'll be at 10k subscribers. Yeah, it's actually true. We're getting quite close. We're getting quite close now. And also, we do have the Coin Baron effect again, because the market is again pumping a little bit. Just a little bit now. So far, the hour is green. So simply, guys, it was the community waiting now for this stream to start, so we can start buying exactly when the stream starts on Sunday, 9 p.m. Amsterdam time. Again, I'm if he closed like the next 4 hours up 2.5%, like literally nothing happened. People are screaming bearishness now because, yeah, we dropped a bit, but in my opinion, we're still statting a higher low so far. We're still statting a higher low. Hey, new runner, welcome. Martino is saying the MACD is a lagging indicator. True, sir. True. Lagging indicators, though, can be, of course, very, very helpful to determine trends or to determine reversals sometimes. The next big jump will be after going parabolic, even though it does bullish. I'm sorry, Ollie. I had a long day. Next big jump will be after going public. Oh, after going public, you mean? I think we had a good discussion about this. So we had a video, guys, we just published, I think, on Friday, talking about the potential IPO, as Ollie is mentioning here, going public. Ollie is saying, well, the going public moment will be a big jump for CRO. Again, in my most recent video, I have been talking about this IPO rumor. We're not going public this cycle, not in 2025. The chance for that is like 0%, like 0.001% for going public in this year. That's still okay though. That's still definitely okay. I'm not all too bullish actually on the IPO. Even though that is bullish news per se, it will cause a huge pump. It might. I think the hype is the most important part of the potential IPO. CRO in the next bull run will be a wild ride. $5 or higher for sure. Let's wait, Mr. WG Ray. Let's talk about this bull cycle first. How you guys doing? Don't forget to hit the like button. Welcome. Today, guys, it's a minus 3% day, but hey, what are we talking about, guys? What are we truly talking about? I'm not really that bearish. So what I've been talking about though, which I think is somewhat interesting, is that we have been front running this fractal a bit. Very soon, in I think about 10 more days, we will actually be quite again back at full fractal. So the fractal was kind of ruined, I think, by the Trump pump. But maybe we are again also front running this run here, based on the fractal of 2021. Christian is saying, I got a lot of Kraken ads in Sweden. I think they really want to take the European market as well. Have you seen, Christian, I don't know, have you seen Crypto.com apps? Yeah, Crypto.com ads yet? Like, my girlfriend watches me all the time. And of course, she does have no ad block enabled for me. So she actually got a lot of these Crypto.com ads before she watches my videos. So I have also seen Kraken though. So it's Kraken or it's Crypto.com. That's basically what I'm seeing. Also, Kraken, by the way, they have been sponsoring some European football teams. That might be very useful. You don't count Revolut as a crypto app? No, I wouldn't say so, Numlock. So it's like when you have a bank that also offers like stocks, I wouldn't say it's a stockbroker. At least in my opinion. Like also, I wouldn't say Robinhood is like a true crypto. Well, okay, maybe Robinhood is an exception. I would say Revolut is bank first, crypto exchange like fourth. I wouldn't really. I don't even know many people that trade on Revolut. I don't even know what kind of fees they're talking about. Mr. Sid Nasty, thank you so much, $10 donation coming in. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Crow fam. That's really nice, thank you so much. Do you have any question or just a very nice donation? I think I missed it. My notifications are done. Oh, that's really unfortunate here. Sid Nasty, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Ryan Goodall, why are you confident CRO is going to $1? There are a few things, Mr. Ryan. There are a few things. First and foremost, we have been to $1 in 2021. So if I compare it like fundamentally to back in 2021, I think fundamentally CRO is much ahead of where it was back in 2021. Like crazy much. I'm talking chain upgrades. I'm talking about the Crypto.com app being more and more visible, like everywhere, getting upgrades, doing stocks, doing sports trading. Like, I think fundamentally it has grown. Like price-wise, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, since 2021, we have seen 20% inflation, maybe 30 even. So, like, if you bought like, I don't know, how is it called? A cheeseburger. If you bought a cheeseburger at $1 in 2021, Now that same cheeseburger, I think is like $1. I don't know even. What's a cheeseburger? What does it cost, guys, at your place? That same cheeseburger is now like $1.30. So don't forget that we have had crazy amount of inflation, and it will also have an impact on prices like this. I think even if you take a look at Bitcoin Euro, if we include inflation, I think Bitcoin Euro isn't even yet at a new all-time high. It's that crazy. Okay, it might be at a Bitcoin all-time high now. It wasn't though for a very long time. But it's also, I think, is something you have to keep in mind. Like the dollar keeps dropping, and it keeps dropping constantly. And recently, we've seen also more weakness regarding the dollar. You can see here the DXY dollar currency index. It's been going down consistently. I'm waiting for the dollar index to drop even further. I'm waiting now for about here, 91, the previous lows. It's a bit of an uptrend though. You can see it's moving up a little bit like this. So I'm expecting something like this here, like in 2021, like also in 2017. This is where we see peaks. This is where we see peaks of crypto markets. I need your price prediction. I've still been waiting for it. Well, good news. If you remember, next week it will go live. Next week it will go live. Oh, by the way, talking about good stuff, we still have the giveaway running for a free set of suspenders. So if you like suspenders and you don't live in the US, I'm sorry, I can't send this to the US. It has to do with the trading imports or the import tariffs. I don't know. If you want this, I will send it to your place. If you join the Discord, we have one giveaway running. So join the general chat and you can press the button to join the giveaway. So get yourself strapped in for this cycle. The Trump deal was set at a predetermined price of 15 cents. True that. They determined that deal before the announcement, of course, when CRO was trading at about 15 cents as well, so it makes sense. They made the deal, or is it, I think, somewhere like this was where Trump, when they determined this deal, so I think about here. So I think 15 cents is really fair, especially also because there will be a lock. But more about it in tomorrow's video. You're welcome, Ryan. So I think, guys, first it will be the video will go members only, and then it will go like to the public like usual. So you know. Mr. Corporation, welcome. The CRO final will be at about $1.72. What's that formula? The log scale? Which log scale? Oh, I haven't done my mathematics in a long time, Mr. Corporation. Good to see you. I like your target though. What's the first value? Like the 0.00959? Is that the low? I think CRO went lower than 5 cents. I think it went to about 4.9. Israel's waiting for a celebrity mention, like Matt Damon. I don't think Matt Damon will come back. I don't think Matt Damon will come back. Let's see. I kind of have mixed feelings about the Trump partnership. Great that are tied with the US government, but there are a lot of people that don't like Trump at all, which is, you know, worrying me a little bit. Any thoughts? I don't like Trump because he is, you know, putting tariffs on all the things in Europe. Like, Trump is bad for like EU countries. So, personal opinion, don't like Trump because I'm a selfish person. On the other side though, if Trump pumps my bags, I am all for it. The good thing though is that you can hate him, you can like him. In the end, Trump is the president of the United States of America. So he has a crazy amount of influence. And also his name has been, I think, influential for the last decades, even though also in some negative way. I mean, the whole Fired thing, the Fired I wouldn't say it's documentary, but more like the TV series. You're fired. it's a strong name, so I'm not really against it being like truly tied to the name. Also because in general, the Trump administration is the first crypto-friendly administration. But I get where you're coming from, Kevin. I definitely get where you're coming from. Hey, Champagne, can you sell crypto for fiat on the exchange? Would you technically pay 2 spreads if you sold on the exchange than for stablecoin? So you can actually sell crypto for euro or for US dollar directly. So you can go from CRO to dollar to your bank. So no 2 spreads. Yeah, but you can do so. I think you have to go, if you want to sell CRO to euro, you have to go from CRO to Bitcoin to US dollar, or to euro, I mean. So yeah, you would technically be paying twice the spread or twice the fees. Why can't they just have the app like Binance that you can trade in the same way? I think they have it. They have 2 apps, but I think it's also for clarity. I think a little better. Like, hey, you want to do some serious trading? Go to the actual exchange. Because Binance does the same thing, right? They have like the easy sell. They have the easy sell, and they've got the pro selling or the advanced. I don't know the exact termination there or the terms. I kind of like it's like a separate platform. It is time to put some clarity for the app trading fee. I agree. I agree. That's true. How would this affect Trump? How would this affect CRO when Trump isn't the president anymore? It's a bit scary for long-term holders when political environments are always changing. The question, of course, is will that be like what we have had with, was it the Clintons? No, not the Clintons. We have had like 2 presidents right from the same family. The question I think, which is interesting, is will that be like President Eric Trump, or will there be another Trump going to the White House? Baron Trump? I like the name Baron, so I wouldn't be opposed to putting a Baron in the White House. I don't know anything about his skills though, so let's be careful with what I wish for. It kind of depends, of course, so really what will happen in the future regarding their political interest. When Pump is asking 20 or 30 cents first. According to the chat, it's saying 30 cents. Believe the majority here. I believe the majority here. Good tunes. Thank you again, Oscar. Thank you. Hey, Final Boss of Pizza. Good to see you, sir. What is missing on the app is converting option like in Binance. What kind of converting option? Ashwin, thank you, sir, for strapping in today. Hey, Pete, finally catched up. Caught up. Playing Coinbaron at double the speed. I think I already talk quite fast, so... How are you, Pete? How are you, sir? Hope you enjoy today. Again, I'm curious about the cheeseburgers. What's the cheeseburger costing at your place? Anybody talk about cheeseburgers? Not yet. So we've been talking about the formula by Mr. Corporation here, and the corporation is using the formula based on market cycle adoption and return on investment since 2018. Shows exponential growth. The log regression model shows projection of about $1.72 by the end of this bull run. Some people would say that's bearish, Mr. Corporation. What's up, guys? Don't forget to hit the like button. Hey, Mr. Moto Lifer. You're one of the real ones. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. See you above 96 cents soon. So Moto Lifer, guys, is waiting for an all-time high. He's waiting for an all-time high. Let's grow, baby. Let's grow. Peter's saying, I expect 20 cents earlier than 30 cents. Okay. Fair take, sir. Fair take. Again, I'm waiting for the daily close. I'm waiting for the daily close. Like, overall, if I'm taking a look really at Bitcoin, and I kind of expect that Bitcoin will follow, or CRO will follow Bitcoin mainly. Like, today is maybe a bit of a bad example, because Bitcoin has been going up and CRO's been going down. But overall, I do believe that, like, if we have 7 days of trading, out of the 7 days, CRO will follow Bitcoin. So Bitcoin goes down, CRO will go down. Bitcoin goes up, CRO will go up. Especially in this last part of the bull cycle. The correlation in the beginning wasn't as clear. Then I'm just asking P, what do you think about the... We've been talking about this as well, the rate cuts. Like, fundamentally, right? In that case, maybe down until the 17th. I could see that. Again, guys, I have no crystal ball. Like, I've been seeing some trend changes though, and I like the trend. The trend is your friend. Demo coin has been accumulating more loaded lions. Woo! I'm still waiting, Demo, on more Champions League tickets. I'm still waiting for more Champions League tickets. Hey, Traveler Matt, welcome. What do you see CRO at the end of December? I think it will be going down again. I think the cycle has ended at that point. I believe so. But I think it will be higher than where we're now. Like, if you take a look at the previous cycle, we can stay high at quite a long time. Quite a long time. I can see that the cycle top occurred. The cycle top occurred, but we have been trading at about 50 cents until April. So I think until like March, we'll be trading at some relatively high levels. It might still even be in the bubble zone here. It might still be in the bubble zone. Who knows? CS is asking, why is CRO dumping now? Few reasons. We're waiting still on a $500 million CRO unlock. That's one of the reasons. And I think people taking profit still. Like, people see the hype is kind of over. Like, the initial hype. And now we're waiting for some actual moves. Also, it's not only CRO. It's also, like, Ethereum has been going down like this week as well. In general, there's been quite a bit of altcoin weakness. And because CRO went up the most, CRO will go down the most as well. That's the simple truth here. This though is quite bullish. Basically a retest here of this trend line. So let's see, guys, if ETH will also make a good bounce soon. So crazy. Like, you did a 5x with only a few weeks of holding. Can you imagine CRO doing the same for what, 50 cents? I can see that. But I would say it's the bullish case. It's the bullish case. If we're going to see more and more developments by Crypto.com that we didn't know beforehand, like more surprises. There are, guys, a few surprises still coming. I'm quite sure of that. Like, also the fundamental case. We have a roadmap of Crypto.com. We have a roadmap of Cronos Labs. But did we have an expectation of a treasury company buying more CRO, holding more CRO? I didn't. I didn't have any expectation of that. If you draw a FIB level on the daily, starting the 26th of August, at the beginning of the pump, let's do that, guys, together. Let's see if Pete can learn us a thing or two today. So starting here on the 26th, we'll start a FIB level. And then you draw it until the peak of the 29th. We have a FIB level at 24.4, 20 cents. I need to zoom in a bit more. I've got too many lines here. I need like a fresh chart. But you can see Pete is right. You can see here on the 30th, of August, it was perfect. And also here it was perfect. It hit the top and it retraced. Also here, Couldn't go any higher. So far, it's been holding on here quite okay as well. Here as well, here as well. Then below we have 24 cents. Let's see. Let's see. These flip levels, guys, are not like a prediction. It's more like, hey, if we're going down or if we're going up, this is where you can expect. This is where you can expect some more resistance or some more support. WG Ray would like a retest of 20 cents. 111 people watching and 85 likes, guys. Come on, come on. Thank you so much, Diamond J. Good reminder, guys. Hit the like button. Strap in as well. I mean, are you truly strapped in? If you aren't strapped in yet, don't forget to join our Discord giveaway ending in about 20 hours, 23 hours. Join the Discord, enter the giveaway, get yourself some pair of straps. I like that. Talking about the IPO, Chris said they prefer to be private. Chris said they like to be private. I don't think they said they. Was the exact wording prefer? I don't know if he said prefer. There are definitely some benefits of being a private company. Samurai saying it's too close or too soon to go public. I agree. I think there's still a lot more market share that can be won. Crypto.com is too small to go public, yeah. Even though, of course, Coinbase is one of the larger crypto companies going public. Is the, I don't know for sure, is Coinbase, yeah, S&P 500? I don't think so. We had Monster Strategy, or Strategy this day. They tried to become part of the S&P 500. They didn't enter the S&P 500. I don't know for sure though about Coinbase. Some people say that the rate cut is already priced in. Also, the Trump deal is probably already priced in as well. So what will drive the next pump? The Trump deal, like which Trump deal especially? Like people, we don't know exactly still how they will purchase all the CRO. They're going to purchase a lot more CRO with the cash and also with the warrants. So the thing, of course, is how much will they be buying from the market, or how much will they be drying up the OTC market? Will it be another treasury company? The question is, how much will they do? There are still some questions for me personally, which can affect it bullishly or bearishly as well. For example, about the bearish take will be about the lockup. I don't know exactly how the lockup unlock. I think you can actually read more about the unlock process in the fine print in the press release. They do share more details about the unlock. But the question is, how will they determine to unlock? What will be the board decision be regarding when to sell and when to buy? Don't forget the fractal will only take us to about 97 cents. We want a new fractal that takes us to $3. True that. True that. I would say 97 cents would be a good start though. Let's see that all-time high. I think we can go higher though. Thing is, in this space, usually some hype about something drives up the price in such a sharp way. Fundamentals are not really that much of a driving force anymore when it comes to a sharp move. Now, that's also why I always talk about, we have the fair value zone, and we're not that far away anymore of the fair value zone. Take a look here. We are now very close even to the fair value zone of CRO. CRO fair value is about 45 cents. About 45 cents for CRO. Everything above is some kind of bubble. Like this is a bit overvalued here. This is all a bit overvalued. This is pure bubble. But we have that quite often. Also for Bitcoin. Also for Ethereum. Nothing wrong with selling in the bubble. Don't forget to sell in the hype. What they say, they profit on screenshots. being selfish when you sell. It's about being Dutch. We like our backs. True that, sir. As an American, as a Republican as well, Trump is looking out for the USA best interest, as any leader of their own respective country would or should do. That being said, he's big money. He's all about making loads of dollarinas as well. And I don't know if I entirely agree with that, Davin, as a world citizen as well. As a world citizen, I think you should also be watching out for your friends. Like, if I have a good friend, like, I would consider US, EU, good friends. If I have a good friend in need, I would give them aid as well. I wouldn't punish them with necessarily bad tariffs, even though that might be a bad deal. I honestly think like EU and also US, they actually have quite good deals already, because what Trump doesn't include in like his trade deals is like, hey, we export a lot of software like Facebook. There's no European Facebook, there's no European Apple, there's no European Microsoft. You can't actually, they don't include all those numbers as well. So I don't necessarily think he's doing all the best things for America, because, you know, sometimes you also have to give things to your friends to help those. But not to get too much political. He probably knows what he's doing, but I think we might disagree on the way how to get there. And that's fine. I think that's how we should drive how we should drive politics forward, right? Make discussions, think about things. Also experiment sometimes. Nobody knows perfectly what's the best answer. Nobody. Even though some people might think they do. It's always a bit of yin-yang, guys. Honestly, same with Crow. We have a pump and we have a dump. It's all about, you know, balance in the end. As long as the balance is more fundamentally bullish than bearish. It was the Bush family, yeah. Hey Coinbear, what's your first sell order on Crow? I mean, what price will you start selling to take some profit? I have a sell point, Mr. Israel, at 66 cents, I think. And not because I think that will be the top, but this is a cool story actually. I have a wedding coming up next year, and we have a wedding wallet. Beginning of the year, I put about $5,000 in the wedding wallet, near about 7 cents. At about 66 cents, all our expenses for the wedding are paid. Everything, even the luxury things. So I think at about that price, we are very, very happy. But then I will be selling a little bit. Because I need to pay for the wedding. That was the deal I agreed on with the Coin Baroness. That was the deal. So Binance has a simple trading app and a pro trading, and you can simply switch within the two modes within the same app. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't mind having two apps for that. Like, I kind of like the pro view as a separate app. Like it's. But I get why some people might want the ease of use of the original switching model. Oh, you guys are chatting way too much today. Is today the bear moon? It's the red moon, isn't it, today? Hey, Chaotic, how are you doing? John R, where can I get the Crow ticker clock? Like this one? You take a look at the description down below. Take a look at the Assetwatch in the description down below. Hey, Mr. D13060. Good to see you, sir. Most professional Crow YouTuber. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate. I actually want to do a bit more mathematical approaches as well to videos, but maybe in the future. I tried it in the past, and people are not really looking into the more mathematical approaches, like actual FIB levels, actual retracement levels. Like, people only want to hear it's going up, going down. How much Crow are you staking? Good question. It's a good question, sir. I don't know. I honestly don't know how much is being staked now. I'm also unstaking a little bit. I like being liquid. That's also why I have ZK Crow. ZK Crow is liquid Crow. So it's being staked, but it's also available to be sold at any point. So maybe a little tip for next cycle. Try something like CRO or CRO. There's a bear moon, bull moon trading cycle chart. What? How does that work? I'm honestly very curious what's like. Is it like with the horoscope, astrology? I don't know. I don't stake now at all. It's too risky. I agree with that view. I agree with that view if you want to take profit this cycle. If you're here for the next decade, it's fine. You can stake. Sharing ideology. I hate the name. Sharing ideologically. No, sharing. Mr. Sharing. I agree. It's best to be friends with other countries. The same we should do. The same way we should be friends to our next door neighbors. I don't know anything, and I don't know enough about politics though and leadership. That's the thing, right? It's of course different than, you know, your actual neighbors and your actual friends. Yeah. Robanti's from Zeeland, so yeah, we're typically even worse than Dutch people. They don't want to spend a dime on anything. Chaotic, I will take a 10-day slow period if we really enjoy the ride, then afterwards. It's not about Crow, it's about... You're talking about boats again, don't you? I was like, we're talking about, you know, a down period of about 10 days. So for anyone just coming in today, we discussed this, that we are... Sometimes we have a period where we basically recover. So far we have had about 11 days of recovery. The OKB token recently also had a period of recovery. You can see here. From the high, it took about 12 days to start a recovery. So maybe tomorrow, guys, it might be the day that we start going into the green again. Because it's not like we have been... Like the last few days, hasn't been much. Like we have basically found our footing here. We found our floor at about 26 cents. So far, that has been our floor. And sometimes 28, sometimes 20, 25 like this here, 25 or 24 cents even. It's all very close. It's all very, very close. I'm happy to see people like you, Devin. I like to see the different approaches as well. Like, again, I don't have all the knowledge. I'm just also here learning together with you guys. Sometimes sharing some views. Let's see though. John are also catching up. Thank you so much for all the support, John. Thank you, sir. Typically, actually, Pete, I try to answer everything, but sometimes I like to talk about specific points. Like, I think somebody was bringing up the Fed, or somebody was bringing up this deal here, like Trump media buying 684 million. No, it's not bad. Oh, I haven't even talked about this yet. Like, the fun thing, I knew about this deal already before it happened. I knew about this deal before it happened because I try to take a look at the blockchain from time to time. If you go, guys, to Mintscan, you can follow the Cronos POS chain. And what I recommend watching there is the rich list. The rich list. You can see here all the people with a lot of Crow. For example, the first one is really important. The first one on the rich list, that's the Crow reserve. The strategic reserve. With 64 billion left in the reserve. Soon, there will be another unstaking moment, I believe. You can see here on the 16th, in about just before the rate cut, actually, or the expected rate cut. We'll see another 1.6 billion Crow, 1.16 billion Crow being released. Let's see though, but this is the rich list, and you could see already this popping up not that long ago. If you go to page 2 here, this wallet here, this is the Trump Media wallet. So if you want to send some CRO to Trump Media, this is it. Go ahead, guys. Scan the QR code. Yeah, but honestly, you can honestly watch on-chain the treasury or the balance really of Trump Media. 684 billion CRO, as mentioned also here in this article. So it's not even 684, it's actually 684 plus also 500,000 more CRO. When is Trump buying CRO? Trump already bought some CRO. This is a wallet. This is his wallet, Mr. Cherry. This is his own wallet. Oh, I bought my first CRO at about 3 cents, and I'm more bullish than ever. Years of holding only make me stronger. That's the thing, isn't it, Mr. Corporation? Like, at some point, and I think many people feel this that have been active in the cycle, have been active in crypto for a long period now. It goes down 30%. It goes up 30%. Does it really matter? Of course, you will feel the euphoria. You will feel the euphoria when it goes up. Well, it's going from like 26 to 28. It's going from like 30 to 25. In the big picture, does it really matter? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. It really matters. Thanks, Mr. Sharing. When Binance listing for CRO? Ooh, I think when we see some photos of Chris and the Binance CEO. I'm not talking about CZ, but we need to have some friendship again between Binance and Crypto.com. But honestly, we should become friends, guys, with your biggest competitor. Like, I think Binance is scared, is truly scared of the potential of Crypto.com. Like, if I would choose one competitor, which I wouldn't like to help one bit, it would be Crypto.com. CRO to $3, boys. Richard is being bullish. So far, guys, I haven't seen any reversal yet for CRO. Sometimes though, in the last hours of the weekly close, we have about 4 more hours for the weekly close. We sometimes see some crazy moves to the upside or to the downside. So let's see. Maybe we'll touch this line here at about 23 cents. Or maybe we'll continue with a reversal pattern here. Because that's still the thing, guys. We are reversing. So we have had this falling wedge. We escaped from the falling wedge. So overall, I'm not too bearish really on this overall pattern here for CRO. It's not going down anymore at the same rate, at least, as it previously was. So let's see. Let's see. BNB heavily relies on centralized tricks, while CRO builds real adoption, utility, and an ecosystem, which is why CRO is solid, while BNB looks more like a scam. I would, though, say to you, Mr. Corporation, that Crypto.com and CRO also still are very centralized. So let's wait and see. I think this is a bit too bullish statement. I think, though, that overall, like, CRO is going into the right direction, but still it is very much centralized, especially also because take a look at this, guys. Trump is now going to stake. He's staking 684 million CRO. That's about 1%. Is that 1% or 2%? That's about 2% of the current circulating supply. 2% already. It's quite a lot. Quite a lot, guys. Sold my CRO at 35 cents, waiting to buy back. Nice, sir. Nice. Good sell. Buying some more CRO, it seems. When I was a financial planner, I always learned that the Dutch were the best savers in the world. Is it still the case? Yeah, it's actually that bad, this Mr. David. Like we got a call out from the government, like, hey, you guys are saving too much. Like, could you please invest into the stock market, because you know you could kind of like pump. We could use a bit of a pump on the stock market. Could you please stop saving so much? It's actually true. It's crazy. It's crazy. We also have the biggest pension fund in the world, all savings. And the thing about the pension fund, if you go take a look, Norway also has a very big pension fund, a state-owned pension fund, but they invest everything in like also quite risky markets. The overall pension fund system in Netherlands doesn't even allow for any risk at all. So they're also underperforming the market typically, even underperforming the index funds there. So it's not the best system. It's very safe though. We are very, very risk averse. That's why I kind of like the American way of thinking sometimes. I'm very atypical on that regard. I think that what people do in America are like, you know, treating success, you know, starting a business, for example. If you start a business in America and you fail, it's okay. It's part of life. If you start a business in the Netherlands, it's like you failed. Okay, you're done. That's it. Good luck in the next life. I really think that the way we treat startups here is it's a mess. But well, not much I can change about that. What else do you hold other than alts? I have a house. I meant it as a joke here, but honestly, guys, I do believe that we have to diversify our portfolio, and I think the house where you live in is a really good investment. I also do have a video on YouTube, Mr. Christian. You can take a look now at YouTube. Take a look at, I think, my portfolio revealed, or portfolio Coin Baron. You can find it really easily. $66 sell order as well. It's also the devil's number, Israel. So maybe we have to go a bit higher or a bit lower. The devil's number. Hey, Midwest, welcome. Mr. Eggs, good to see you, sir. Huge fan. What do you think about Toden? Well, I was sponsored by Toden, so I always like I find it hard to give my honest opinion, because people always say, but you guys, you were sponsored by Toden. So the thing about Toden is they're still like a very early startup. So what they're going to do with their dApp, it's like really European centric. And I think the majority that will want to use the app is living in the US. So they need to expand a lot. But I think the token launch was quite successful. So applause for them. They're getting started. That's the best thing, guys. Like, I'm talking about startups. At some point, you just need to start building, you know, putting out the token, you build, and then you will see where you end up. If it fails, it fails. If it works, it works, and you can grow even more. On TradingView, you can see the bull and bear moons. I need to take a look at that one. Let me take a look at that Godfather after the stream. Hey, no, sir, welcome. I am here probably the next 3 decades, but taking profit is the way to get rich. I mean, the thing, guys, is about, it's always, they say, time in the market, right? It's time in the market, not timing the market, but I kind of disagree with that. I think it's pretty easy to not sell the exact peaks, but you can see it's somewhat predictable, not only for CRO, but let's say again, if you sell about here and you bought back in here, right? It's not perfect, not the perfect peak and not the perfect bottom, but it's somewhat predictable. So make use of what we know. It's about keeping wealth, not losing it. A top 10 movie for you. I would say Forrest Gump is there. I would say Forrest Gump. Really good. Life is like a box of chocolates. I love that quote. It is though. It is truly. And my favorite chocolate is one called Crow. Will is actually here with some good news, guys. We talked about this a bit earlier in the stream, but tomorrow it will be official Make Cronos Great Again Day on the Nasdaq. Isn't that great? You can go to the Nasdaq thing in New York, and you can I please get a bit of Make Cronos Great Again on the Nasdaq. I like that so much. Good to see you, sir. I wonder if they will have news to support the change. I do think so. Like, we have seen the official press release by the Nasdaq, but nothing yet by Crypto.com themselves. Is Crow missing like the gun factor? I don't know the English word for that as well. Some people say that Crow is too centralized, so yeah, they think like, yeah, we need to support a truly decentralized token. And then they say like BNB. I'm like, no, doesn't work like that. Or like Tron. I think honestly it has a bit of a problem regarding reputation to old holders, but I think for new holders, it is actually quite good. Like, I see the Crow fam here. The Crow fam is really strong. I think the Crow fam is one of the best assets really of Crow. You know, Chaotic, I have a hard time reading all your conversations because you need to read your conversation like it's like on a good timeline, because you get like then this reply, then like 10 other replies, and then that one. It's like it needs to be a story. And I missed the first part, so it's hard to really jump in like midway through or halfway through. It's called Moon Phases on TradingView. I will take a look at it. Israel bought at like 5 cents. Christian at 7 and 9. Binance hates Crypto.com. They were friends in the past, so they can become friends again, but I don't know. Godfather sold at about 7, bought at about 7 cents. That's a good 5x return, Godfather. It's nice. Since I discovered the Crypto Report group, I have loved different points of view shared here. Keep going like this. You are the true fantastic fourth Crow. Ah, okay. You mean the Crowcast? It's a good way that we actually have a lot of different opinions. I think like the way how Black Sea talks about dilution, I completely disagree. I think I also have like a good explanation why I think it's honest bullshit regarding all the lockups and all the actual ways how we're not going to dilute the market. So it's good though that we keep each other sharp. It's good that we also talk about different stances there. So it's a good thing that we have each other. By the way, Crow's pumping a little bit. Almost back to 26 cents. It's good that we also talk about that price in this $1 waiting room live stream today. John, we all need to start buying and not selling. Together we can beat Trump. I think if we all wear diamond hands, it would be so much easier. But yeah. The thing is, John, and I don't blame anyone for that, but the thing is, we do have these credit cards, right? And it's fine that you pay like $5 a month, but you get Crow. So I understand if people want to take profit because they expect like the 3% cash back or even the 4% cash back. They want to take profits, fine. But that's also why they kind of got the card in the first place. But in the end, I think a small part of all these sellers will be converted into holders as well. Even buyers, net buyers. So let's see. I don't blame anyone for buying in the end. Hey, Cliff, good to see you, sir. Kryptonio is saying 20 cents first instead of 30. Israel, did you find a job? I did not. Do you have to remind me of that, Mr. Israel? Do you really have to remind me of that? Let's see though. I remember everybody knew the blue chip ETF was coming, but when they actually submitted the forms to the SEC, CRO pumped a lot. I think if they can show the submission form for the reserve, it could be very, very bullish. I think again, guys, the review of the actual ETF submission will be very soon. It should be due very soon. How much is Trump buying? They will be buying about $6 billion of CRO in the end with Trump media CRO strategy. When CRO reached my targets about 172, I demand Coinbaron to pay me in full in Tectonic. I don't think I have enough Tectonic for that, sir. Or I can pay you exactly $1.72 in Tectonic. I could do that. Pete, we need a separate chat. Yeah, get a room, guys. Get a room. Oh. Can we take a look at the daily MACD? Sure, sir. Sure, we can do that. Again, guys, we're getting very close now to 26 cents. And we're also getting close to 1.5 hours of stream. So we're not going to be here for that much longer. Just strap in. So what we have for the MACD is still a very minor rat here. So overall, it's looking like we continue the downtrend. You can see that we started the downtrend already like long days ago, like 10 days now. 10 days of downtrend for CRO. That's also why we do see a bit of red here. Again, we need to wait though for the daily close in about 4 more hours. And regarding the RSI, oh, I do kind of like this. You can see that CRO is almost back to neutral. It wouldn't need to drop a little bit more though. And you can see that every time we go to the neutral, sometimes crazy things happen as well. Here also went to neutral, went up again. This there was like the best buying opportunity ever. June, just before the pump, or here even. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, Zerka. Like this, guys, was great. I think this was the tariffs. This was the Cronos reserve as well. These were crazy times to be buying. But overall, in a bull market, when we go to the neutral zone, I'm definitely not going to miss an opportunity to scoop up more. Definitely not going to miss an opportunity. What's the chat saying though? So we got this poll, guys. We got still majority saying 30 cents first. And then about 40% is saying, well, we'll go to about 20 cents. I think I know what I'm missing out of, Beat. Crazy, cozy rivers and canal with the boat. Ollie is saying it's kind of impossible to predict sudden pumps like MCGA and missing out on those. Thoughts? Well, Ollie, that's the thing, right? I say to everyone now coming in. You can't predict everything. You cannot. Nobody can. So today, like, think of an exit strategy and also implement it. So if you like to sell here, if you like to sell here, if you like to sell here, and if you like to sell here, put it now on a limit order. Go to the exchange, say, I want to sell X amount of CRO at X amount of dollars. So for example, I want to sell 10,000 CRO at $3. Implement it now. So if it happens, you don't miss it. Oh, Israel. How's the job hunt going, sir? That's too bad. Actually, I'm seeing more people losing their jobs. It's, guys, quite a hard job market now. The truth. I was going to put my CRO back in when the onboarding period ends, but I've decided instead to become a day trader with it, then put the wins back into CRO. Be careful though, Chaotic. Be careful. Day trading isn't always like a guaranteed win, but try it out. Can't hurt to try it out. What's the estimated local low? Well, if we, I think we have had enough discount now. I honestly think we have seen enough discount, so yeah, again, I'm expecting a bit of a reversal soon. But if we see continuation of a drop, it could go easily as low as about like 212. But the first level of resistance would be the previous high at about 23 cents, about there. So yeah, again, I don't give any financial advice or some levels here. I'm seeing. I think the Coin Baron is getting iffy now. Well, where's Coin Baron? Go to bed, Coin Baron. We should pick him up and go on a cruise. I'm just across the pond, guys. I can go to the Dutch beaches. I say this because when the crow pumps, the whole ecosystem will follow. It's said to be the mother of all altcoin seasons, the tide that lifts everything up. It's true and also not true though, Mr. Corporation, because in the end, let me quickly show it to you guys, because I think it's important for everyone to see this. I do believe that the Cronos chain is a crazy good ecosystem. For example, we can see that in the last week, the Mary token on Cronos. Let me increase the size here. You can see how high the Mary token went. Crazy, right? Not yet back to the previous all-time high, but you can see it went up a lot. But even though that we see a bit of a pump here, if you take a look at the W Crow pair, it only has been going down. I think even at it's getting close now to an all-time low, or not an all-time low, but close to even the beginning of Crow Mary here. So guys, I think if you invest in the Cronos chain tokens, it's good. I think also the time will come, like Mr. Corporation says here, but it's dangerous. You might win in US dollar pair, in your US dollar value, but if you are losing in your Crow value, wouldn't you have been better off just holding Crow instead of buying into a crazy meme coin? Not any better wording, by the way, for Mystery Mary token, but it is the truth. It's losing in Crow value. Things to think about, right? Food for thought. Food for thought here, guys. It's been 15 years today with the same company. I can't put into words how happy my career has made me and my family. I'm so happy to hear that. So 15 years today, on the day, on the spot. Congratulations. I'm a bit bearish on companies for long term because I've been sacked, not because of bad performance, but just because I was bad for revenue apparently. I don't know how, but apparently I was bad for revenue, so they sacked me. So I don't know. Some companies are different. I would say family-owned companies are the best, typically, but not always as well. MK, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Chaotic, I've made the move to self-employment, and I can't lie, it's been hard, but not having to answer to some stuck-up power-tripping manager has been lovely. True that, sir. True that. Oh, true that. Yes. True that. We can't really know what will happen. All we can do is hope for the best and see how it will unfold. I think, guys, that are the wisest words. One of the wisest words I've heard this stream. So I wanna quickly close, guys, with taking a look at the poll again. I'm gonna end the poll. We can see that so far about 61% is saying 30 cents. So let's see. Let's see in about a week where Crow is. Is it going to be at 30 cents? Will it be at 30 cents, like what we've seen with OKX or OKB token? Or is it going to fall down, somewhat reverse the pump a bit more? Let's see. We're going to be back, guys, tomorrow with a new video. I want to talk about, for example here, this deal. Trump Media closes a deal for about 700 million Crow tokens. We're also going to talk about more things. We're going to talk about the MCGA company. So make sure for more details you're strapped in. You hit the like button. And, well, I would say prepare for the eventual end, guys, when we might make the move to $1 or even higher. Have a good, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy. And, well, have a great end of your weekend. Bye, bye, bye.